Hi guys! Today, guess what we're going to do? Yes, we're going to paint watercolors using standard felt tips. Let's go! So I must apologise firstly for the bad lighting, but it's too hot again for me to put lights on, and I wanted to do this video, so hopefully you'll be able to see everything. Here are the standard felt tips. They're the Maped colour packs. I've also got unbranded fatter felt tips here, just 3 of them. So that was the green, and I've got a pink and a red, and they're slightly juicy. They're fatter tips there, you can see. And we're going to go into a time lapse. But first of all, I will explain what we're going to do. So here is plastic bag. It can be any plastic, a plastic lid from a butter dish or a plastic plate. This was just to hand a regular freezer bag that's a Ziploc, and you're going to take your felt tip, I'll use this as an example, the green one, and go onto your bag and just scribble some paint down, like that. And then you're going to have a little pot of water, and put your brush in, regular paintbrush, dampen your brush and take off the excess of the water so that it isn't dripping, and then go into your paint, well, your ink from your pen, and just do that to get it going with the water. And then over on your paper, you'll see here, it's like watercolour. So that's the test. And we've probably ruined that page by putting that ink down, but we shall see what we can develop with that page. Okay, so we're going to go into a time lapse. See a slight, some traditional watercolour artists will say, I've made a mistake. Excuse me. Here you can see it's what they call cauliflowering, and that is where too much water has puddled onto the paper, and around it the paint was drying, so one section is dry while the other is wet, basically. And so here you get what is called cauliflower effect, where you get marks where it's drying. And here you can see on camera, just about, let's see, that white mark here, again the water splashed from my pot. Now I'm leaving all the mistakes in to show you, because when it dries, and that is very important, you must let each section dry. Now this was practically dry, kind of damp. It wasn't going to bleed when I added the green, and sometimes you might want it to bleed a little upwards, depending if you're doing a misty kind of scene or early evening kind of dusk. It depends what you're trying to achieve. But for these marks here, I'm going to be adding things over the top, so it doesn't actually matter. This is what it looks like when finished. can you see the delicate effect that the felt tips give, particularly for the sky with the pinks and the yellows and bits of red? And the tree effect I did with a very dry brush. It was still a bit damp on it, and so we did the stippling effect for the foliage, and then a bit of scribble effect on the damp paper for the bark, and then this area with the person walking a dog, the paper was still a bit damp, so it gave an extra effect, I found. And here, where we have the cauliflower effect, I just added some grass and flowers. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!